this one is going to be a wild ride, so I need you to pay attention. Basically, today my first love, J-pop, meets K-pop in a way, more like a notice, because I just found out that a group, one of my favorite groups ever, that was part of my childhood and developmental years, kind of had a reunion. Not fully, a member was missing, but still, it's hitting the feelings and it's making me realize how long has passed by since they had the last concert, that I actually remember seeing the video and genuinely crying. So this is going to be an emotional one. But before we get into the tears, we need to get into the end explanation. And what does that have to do with K-pop if both of the videos that I'm going to watch are J-pop? So here's the deal. Once upon a time, there was this Japanese dude who was part of a very important group, and they went well. Then everybody went their ways, because that's what sometimes people do, and the group disbanded. He was like, oh, but the idea of that group was quite nice. Maybe if we found some young girls, we can do the same. We can have that vibe, and they have some times to live the idol life, and then they graduate, as you tend to do. So that's what he did. He created this group. But then he was like, I mean, it is sad if they graduate, because if they all graduate, the group ends. So what if we did this, where my group actually has girls entering and some girls that, as you do, graduate, and then they go and maybe choose to keep on going on the entertainment industry, or they decide to have a civilian life. But the group keeps on going even though the members are leaving. And that's what he did. And that's what we call a rotational system. That if you're a fan of K-pop, you probably are afraid of listening to, especially if you're an NCT fan or an after school fan as well. Because yes, I don't know what it is, but in K-pop it just doesn't do the trick. But it is possible. And this group, it's, well, the example of it. Not only this group, this is actually another group. If you're a fan of Le Seraphim, you know that there is a possibility of doing that, but you need a lot of commitment. You really need to go for it. Sadly, the companies that have tried to in Korea just haven't. So we haven't had it. But now I need to explain further. Now follow me. So he has this group and it's all going well. But he's like, I mean, there's so many girls that don't fit this vibe, but that doesn't mean they're not talented. And it's kind of sad that they just, cannot get into it. So he was like, you know what if we just created more groups? And this is, a group with a certain vibe, this is with another. And yeah, we have this. But also what's so fun about this is that we can have subunits. So we might have this one and we might have this one. And it's also the rotational system maintains itself. How? So you either have example of girls that is an individual, so their graduation is usually because of their age, but it can be also because of the amount of years they have done the thing. Okay, but then you have other cases that some groups all graduate at the same time, even though the girls might have different ages. That's because it is more based on the fact that all of the girls were recruited at the same time and they straight up had a good amount and they created a group right away. So after the group has a certain amount of years, they all graduate, and in a similar way, they decide or choose if they want to keep on going on the entertainment industry or if they want to have a civilian life. Now, sometimes some girls graduate and they still might sometimes do some things with the other girls. The groups themselves, once the girls are done, it's done. What they usually do is, meet again once in a while and have a concert, something that I never thought possible for, especially my group, which is a subunit, but that's what we're here for, which is kind of wild. Okay, now it is all about me. Basically, I'm a fan of anime, and I became a fan of anime a long time ago. And as you do when you like anime, you listen to the opening or ending, and you're like, oh, that's a nice song, you go search for it, you find this from a group or an artist, and then you hear other things from that group or artist, and you're like, oh, I like it. And that's how you became a fan. In my case, it's how I became a fan for over a decade, until the last song. And it was emotional for me because, again, they basically were active well, a lot of my life was happening. And whenever I could, first of all, I would listen to the music a lot. And I would always be very attentive in regards to if they had any new comebacks. And yes, until the last one and the last concert that I did cry. I was emotional because after so long, it's kind of weird to think about them. Also, we're not that far in age, so it was wild. Now the group is actually, like I was saying, a subunit. In particular, this one. Now we're gonna see two ones. We're gonna see one subunit, this red one, let's call it that, made out of a girl from this group, and from another group, the red one. And then my favorite group is this one. This one is formed for two girls of this one and one girl from this one. Now these three girls, one of them, they graduated, and after they actually kept on going for a little bit, but then they decided to have a civilian life, and even more because of it, this group just, it's over. And I did not expect, again, that I was going to see a reunion of just two of the girls. It's still quite emotional for me. But because also I found that this other group that is also doing apparently a reunion, well, and it has these two girls that are from this one, well, that's why I want to see it. I hope it's clear. That's what I wanted to use to market. But I understand it can be quite confusing. Now this one is First Kiss. And out of the bat, just seeing the concert arena and the lights, oof, that takes me back. I used to watch the concerts that were on YouTube. I think they still are, over and over again. Okay, yes, and she's one of the girls in the middle. Oh my gosh. Okay, she is from that extra group, and she is from my group. So just seeing them together is like, wow. She is called Irie, and Irie, and she's still an idol, but she's a solo. She's Miyabi, and she's part of a group, actually. I love that dress, by the way. One thing about it, since I was young, it was, even since they were kids, and maybe if you find the videos from when they were young, they really work on that voice. And I always loved them live, more than sometimes the album version, just because of how amazing it is that they are doing all of the choreography and singing. And look at the style! That is so fully the style that I grew up loving. Okay, Heidi has a bit more of a tame style, but Mia is fully also going for it. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exactly why this group was created. Sometimes they're just created for one thing, or just because someone had the idea. Well, again, Buono, which is the group that I'm gonna later probably cry about. Yeah, she has always had a voice. What I was saying? I don't even remember, I'm sorry. There's so much going on in my brain. There's so much melancholy, but also kind of like, wow, we are growing. I hate that. Okay, instrumentals. I actually remember this song. My brain just went like, yeah, you have heard this song 1,000 times, because whenever I watch the whole concert, because of course I would. I watch the whole concert even I wasn't a fan of the groups, because of course, why wouldn't I? This is wild. I love again the concerts, the lights. Okay. Yeah, there's publicity. Let's ignore that. And let's get into my group, which is Buono. I think I need to breathe. Okay, I also might be getting a bit too dramatic in all of this, but it is genuinely a weird feeling that I cannot explain. I can just tell you the ideas, and maybe if you have something similar. But it is a group that I generally went through a lot of my formative years, and it just gave me so much joy, and it was really, really important for me. In many ways, more than music in reality, because this whole idea of Hello Project and the following the girls and seeing the interviews, seeing, the behind the scenes, as well as the vlog. And this was a long time ago, was just something that I love to do because I love to listen to the girls speaking in Japanese. Sometimes I wouldn't even find the videos with subtitles, but I would still watch them because they are not that far in age from me. And just seeing these girls, idols that were on the other side of the world with their own culture and noticing a lot of things about the culture, it was something that I found fascinating, to be honest. And again, growing up and looking for them whenever I could to see if they have anything new. And then finally, seeing the last concert and then one of the girls graduating, it was really interesting. And again, thinking about it now after more than a couple of years, it's even more, it's a weird feeling. It's a very weird feeling that, yeah, that I cannot explain further. So I'm just going to go for the reaction of this video. Once again, I might cry, but hey, it's fine. We all have feelings. We're humans. So this is Buono, which also funny considering the name is Italian for good, like tasty, and I live in Italy. All the way from Colombia to Italy, and my favorite group had a name in Italian. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of trying to prepare myself. Let's just go for it, shall we? Let's go. 本当の自分 Oh! Why is it so low in volume? We're gonna hear. Oh, I love Tartan! That was for me. Nemo! Oh my gosh. Ah! Sorry. This is also in regards to the anime that I'm not gonna get into, but it was also very important for me growing up. Oh, they left the voice of Momo. My darling. Oh my gosh. I really cried. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's the half version. No. Maybe it's so special for me. Hey! Yeah! I saw so many of the concerts over and over again. It's really cool how, oh my gosh. Oh, 25th anniversary, so that's why. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was about to say 25, that's my age. That's not my age, girl. You're older. Wow. Where did it go? Oh my gosh. I'm actually crying. Okay, I'm just gonna take off the glasses now. I Wow. I was actually not gonna cry. I mean, some emotion, but I cannot believe I actually got kind of blocked by the emotions. This is really weird. This is really weird. And just seeing that next to it there is the video of this song and how old it is. No, I don't want to. I don't want to look at that. Um, yeah, yeah. This was a weird one. I know. But if you're a fan of J-pop, maybe you're a fan of this group. I don't know. And you're a fan of K-pop. I don't know. Maybe you get it. If not, what do you think? I don't even know what is going through my mind right now. There's so many emotions, and it is a lot of. It's not sadness. It's melancholy. The fact that it takes you back to. This is the first song, by the way, that they made for the anime. So thinking of all of those years back and the changes that have been going in my life and the point I am now. Not to say that it's all perfect, but I mean it's crazy. It's crazy, honestly, to think that because I don't often not feel it. I'm like nothing has changed. You feel like you're stagnant, and then you have things like this, and like no, time does go by. And in many ways, I do feel that I am a little bit different. Hopefully, better. I wasn't great. I was a bit of the black sheep of the family, and I would kind of go into other worlds, usually anime, and just listen to music because that was and has been still till this day uh, my real happiness. So it's a lot of feelings, and yeah, I guess I just wanted to take you with me because this is, I guess, because it's the 25th anniversary. It's not gonna happen that often. So I thought it was a good idea now that I saw it. That yeah, I'm speaking too much, so I'm just gonna go and maybe rewatch some videos or maybe just cry. In any case, I hope you have a good day.